Hello guys.
Hi.
How are you? I noticed you.
Yeah.
You've got your mask on your head.
Yeah.
I'll throw it in the bin. Don't be frightened. I'm not wearing one. It's all bullshit, mate.
What do you do?
Yeah, but $200 fine, is that what you're worried about?
Yeah.
That's what everyone says. That's how the government controls everyone, because it's all about control.
Yeah.
Human control, mate.
That's right.
Nothing to do with the virus. You understand that? Everyone understands, but they comply. Acquiesce. You know what that means? We bow to what they tell you. It's not a government. That's not a government. They are criminals. They're a corporation who've got none of your interests in heart. They work for higher powers.
Yeah, they do.
Bill Gates is the most evil person that's ever walked this planet. He wants to kill every single one of us.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a stuff about vaccinating. That's the number one agenda, sir. They want to vaccinate.
They want to sell.
So it's all about money, but
Making more.
depopulation. What they're going to put in there is going to be horrendous.
We don't know.
It's going to be either a sterilisation, so no more children, no more families. It's going to have a computer, a microchip. You've heard of that, obviously. And that's going to be full control of the human population.
Where they going?
The reason with these masks is because they're putting facial recognition cameras, and it's a test. They can see your eyes, but everywhere is going to be facial recognition. That's how they can control the whole population. It's terrible what's happening, sir. There's no virus.
Yeah, it is scary.
Very scary. Because if we don't do anything now, the future's gone. Our children's future's gone. How do you think children are feeling right now, locked inside every day, not going to school, play with anyone? When I was a kid, I used to be on the streets every day.
Not now.
Playing football, soccer, cricket.
Not now.
No, I know they don't do that now, but not even now. They're locked inside.
True.
It's my granddaughter's 8th birthday in 4 days' time. 3 days' time.
Yeah, you can't go there.
No party.
No party.
She hasn't seen any of her friends for how long?
Yeah.
It's disgusting. I've got a 6-month-old grandson. I look at this nice poor thing. What world have you come into?
Yeah.
You know,
Shame.
it's a shame.
It's a shame.
That nursing home over there, you know the one over there?
I do know that.
They're using old people. They're killing them.
Yeah.
They're killing them with lies. They're lying to us.
Yeah.
Cases mean nothing. No, cases mean nothing. Andrews gets out every day.
That many.
Cases.
That many.
Who wants to know about that?
Going up.
I couldn't give a shit about that. Tell me about how many people died from cancer yesterday.
True.
Tuberculosis. COVID-19 has never been isolated or purified. It doesn't exist. The tests are phony. The guy who created the test 100 years ago died 2 years ago. He said it should never be diagnosed for a disease. But they don't even test, sir. They get everyone to test to stick up their nose and fiddle around with the DNA, whatever they're doing. They get the sample, they take it, whatever. They don't test. Because the numbers that Andrews puts up, or his health people, is all fake. Second wave, up. You know, they'll bring it down when they want. New Zealand, 4 cases yesterday after 101 days. Lockdown.
Again.
It's all bullshit. What they want to bring it to 0. The flu is gone. Did you know the flu's gone?
Yeah.
They don't tell you that. That's COVID. That's the flu. You understand? One is replaced by the other. It's the same thing.
Same thing.
How can the flu disappear?
Pretty much. Yeah.
We've had it for how many years since I was a kid?
Yeah. The flu is considered as a COVID-19.
Same thing.
Yeah.
They just changed the name.
Yeah.
200 and something people died. That's not a pandemic, sir. That's not a pandemic. A pandemic is when people are dropping dead in the street. You know? In 1918, there was the Spanish flu. 50 million people died in the world. That's a pandemic.
But that's what we call it, the science. They're adding numbers in whole world and saying, oh, well, that's pandemic.
Yeah, because the John Hopkins Institute do the numbers. It's all bullshit, mate.
Yeah.
They lied about the cruise ship and Tom Hanks bringing it to Australia because somehow they had to bring it in with a lie. Tom Hanks, bullshit, Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Cruise ship, bullshit, cruise ship. Those 2 cruise ships are criminals.
Russia made the vaccine, you know that?
Yeah, they've had the vaccine for years and years ago.
And they're saying, health organization saying, we don't know yet.
They're criminal. Bill Gates controls everything. He's the biggest funder for the World Health Organization. They're criminals. The guy, Ted Ross, he can't even, wouldn't know what 1 and 1 is. You know, but they're all controlled, mate.
Yeah.
The vaccine's there, but they're just dragging it on. They make us feel better. Oh, no, back again. Make us feel better. Oh, back again. We'll just drag it on, drag it on. We've got the vaccine, everyone.
Do it now. Do it now.
There's going to be people queuing from Deer Park to Footscray to get it at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's how they do it. They make it like this is going to save the world. Oh boy, we're controlled by psychopaths, man. Take care.
No worries.
All right, spread the word.
Yeah.
Spread the word to this guy. He's got a lovely little daughter. He must understand it's all bullshit. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, mate. I don't want to hear it, thanks.
Yeah, you don't want to hear it? Oh, you just go living this life, guy.
Okay.
Yeah, brain dead. You believe the government doesn't lie? You're kidding yourself, mate. Wake up. Yeah, all right. Take the vaccine in a hurry, please. Doesn't want to hear about it. Poor kid on his back. Oh, poor kid having a fucking father like that. Oh, by God. Hey, put that mask on, hurry up. Oh my God, I just spoke to this lovely couple. I just spoke to a lovely couple, they understood everything. And then this guy walked past with a little child on his back. And I said goodbye to them too. And I said, I pass the word and tell that guy there as well that, you know, we got to wake up. And I said something, he said, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me, I don't want to know. And I said, yeah, okay, you take the vaccine, no worries. You take the vaccine, your poor kid. Anyway, I was going to interview some people there, but they haven't come out. You know, it's criminal what's going on with those nursing homes. 146 cases in a little home like that. It's bullshit. They say there's 146 cases.
Of corona?
Yeah, of whatever, bullshit.
Really?
Yeah, this is last week. It's number one in Melbourne, nearly. They had the news reporters there.
160 cases and then...
146. There's only 30 people, residents there. So how do you get 146? Because it's all lies. It's all lies.
Wow.
Yeah, they're using the old age people to cases, but deaths when they say, oh, 9 people. There he is, that clown over there. Yeah, 14 people died today. 4 in the 70s. 6 in the 80s, 8 in the 90s, and 1 in... They die from old age. That's what happens when you get that old, you know. But they use their people. They offer those nursing home people 25 to 30,000 to get a death certificate with COVID on it. So they go to the families of the deceased. We'll pay you 9,000 for the funeral if you let us sign COVID-19, even though your grandmother died from 17 heart attacks. Okay, 9,000, I don't mind. That's what they're doing. It's criminal what's going on. The average age of these deaths is 82. 82, when the normal age of dying is 77 for males and 81 for women. It's higher than the... And they're saying it's a pandemic. And we've got to walk, every single person has to walk around with a scarf. Scarf, you know what hypoxia is? Hypoxia is when you've got oxygen deficiency in your blood, in your body. Deficiency, we need oxygen, you understand, it's basic.
Yeah.
When you put a mask on, you're not getting the oxygen, you're sucking back in your own carbon dioxide. You understand? Carbon dioxide back in your system's no good. You know, and not only that, wearing a mask, it gets moist, you scratch yourself, and if there is a virus, you just, make it worse. And it's developing bacteria and germs, which is a living organism, whereas a virus isn't a living thing. It's the biggest lie in history saying that the virus spreads. A virus it's not a living entity, it doesn't even come from the outside. It's created inside your body. It's a reaction to a disease. You understand that? It's called an exosome. When you get sick, like the older people, they have plenty of coronavirus. We've all got it inside us. But when you're sick and your immune system's not working well, you develop more and more. That's why you've got all these underlying health conditions. That's why every single person would test positive, but they can't say, 20,000 tested positive, because people say, hang on. They just fiddle the books and have this nice little up there, down when they feel like it, they have a slow down, and up there again. Out in New Zealand 4 cases, and they're locked down. 4 cases after 110 days of 0. What's that bullshit? In one family? 2 kids? Oh, kids under 12 don't have to wear a mask, right? Oh, what, does this virus, so hang on, he's too small, I won't go there. I'll go to the mother. What? You know, and we can't go outside after 8 o'clock because the bug comes out at 8 o'clock. And we can't, oh, sorry, stay inside. It's all about conditioning, stay inside, watch TV, watch the lies, watch the lies. Brain control, mind control, mind control. You know, that's how the governments, they're not even governments, you know, we don't even have a government, it's a corporation. It's all about human control. And we're at a stage in our lives, we are going to wake up today, now, all our lives are finished. You understand? Because it's all about the vaccine. They're all pushing. You know how they keep saying, oh, it won't be normal till the vaccine comes. Everything they say now, till the vaccine arrives, till we administer everyone in Victoria with the vaccine. Because people now are going to get so depressed, dehumanised. You know, people don't work. Everyone's losing their jobs. They're looking after the kids at home. They can't do anything normal. And if they keep going on, suicide rates have just 10 times more than COVID deaths. That's only suicide. I'm not talking about mental health, family violence, all these things. Skyrocketing. Do they care about that? No, it's the cases. Every day Andrews gets out, oh, there's so many cases, you know. 99.5%, it's just a runny nose. It's the common cold. They just, you know, that's COVID, right? That's the flu. One's replaced the other. The flu has gone. Do you know that? They didn't make a fanfare of it, did they? How many years has the flu been around? 100 years, whatever? Since I was a kid, I'm 64. We used to get flus every year. People used to take the vaccine every year. Like, that's what's killing the old people now. But that's gone. So why don't we celebrate that? But now it's COVID. 900 people died from the flu in Australia last year. You know that? 900. 650,000 a year die from the flu around the world. Same as what's happening here. 650. In America itself, 75,000 a year die from the seasonal flu. It's a fact. So the flu's gone to 0. No one died from the flu in the last 3 months. How amazing. But we got 250 something COVID bullshit deaths.
There's like more than 400
Sorry?
suicide.
Suicide? Oh, it's over 1,000. I don't know the records, but it's going up all the time. People are dying all the time. So the flu's gone. You know what they say that why the flu went? Because we're wearing a mask, because we're washing our hands like we've never washed our hands before. We're locked down and social distancing. And that's got rid of the seasonal flu. So why didn't someone think of that last year or 100 years ago? Because it's pretty basic, isn't it? Wash your hands, wear a mask, stay inside, and social distancing. The flu would have been gone 100 years ago. It's all bullshit. So if we're doing that and the flu is gone, why isn't COVID gone? It's the same thing. Same symptoms. Runny nose, you know, headache, fever. They just use the same thing. Oh, but then they said, oh, loss of smell and loss of taste. They had to add that one in. No one loses smell and taste. It's a bullshit, but it's the same thing. And people just don't want to know about it. It's staggering. You know, no kids are playing sport. You know, when I was a kid, I used to play football and cricket on the streets, but that doesn't happen anyway. But yeah, it's all about COVID. You look on there, mask. You know, it's all about buying masks. It's a fashion thing now. What sort of bullshit is that? They've said for months that masks are bad for you. I just told you about hypoxia. But then all of a sudden, because it's not about a virus. Let's just see if they acquiesce is the term, or you know, everyone wear masks. Okay, so they're laughing because everyone's wearing it. This is a war, but No one's fired a bullet. Because you know what the war is? It's fear. Fear. That's the greatest weaponry in history. Fear. If you can control the population through fear, you don't need weapons. You don't need guns. You don't need wars, which is what they did last century. You know, wars. It's all about killing us off, the population. You know, Bill Gates. He's a horrid. He's not even a human. He's a creature. He's a creature. He's got $100 billion. You think he wants to save people on the planet? He wants to eject everyone so his 100 billion goes to 200 billion or more. It's all about money and greed and power, and there won't be an Australia anymore. It's all going to be one government, one world government, one religion.
Are you Christian by any chance?
Oh, my parents were Roman Catholic. I was brought up, yeah, but I don't practice it.
You should definitely read Revelation, because I was just studying this at the start of
Mark of the Beast, you know all that, don't you?
Yeah, like
That's the vaccine. Yeah, that's people. Everyone you speak to, yeah, I've heard of that. The microchip, Mark of the Beast. They understand, but it's going to be more than that. There's going to be sterilisation in the vaccine. No more children. No more children ever again on this planet. They want to wipe, because you know how many years back China, the one-child policy. It's worked there because they want this to be a China state, a tyranny. You know when they say, when you lock away sick people, it's called quarantine, right? When you lock away healthy people, it's called tyranny. It doesn't make sense. And the fact is, we're told, even by the WHO and all them, if healthy people wear a mask, they're killing themselves. Healthy people should never wear a mask because it's not doing anything. It's not doing anything. You know, by you wearing a mask, you're not saving me from it, even if there was a virus. You know how small a virus is compared to the holes in your mask? About 100 times smaller, so it just goes through. And you know, Andrew says, "Oh, don't worry, don't even have to wear a mask. Just get a tea towel or a scarf." Yeah, what's that mean? You're either going to do it properly or you don't. They just want to cover your face because you heard of facial recognition. The technology where everywhere there's going to be facial recognition where they can follow you. They've got the square. They can see by your eyes who you are wherever you go, whatever. That's what this mask thing is big time. Have you heard of 5G? How bad is that? They've got the towers everywhere. You can turn your phone down to 3G, which is what I've done. But that's combined with the COVID. People are going to die like you cannot believe. Because 5G is something that affects your body, your immune system. At 50 gigahertz, it destroys your oxygen levels and you know, it's connected. It's all connected. You know, they were flying in planes in China last week. In the middle of the night, they closed down Tullamarine Freeway for 3 days at night. That's why the curfew, because they don't want anyone to see this.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, you get it now because China delivering all this 5G equipment and all this facial recognition stuff. China it's going to be China. Australia's going to be China soon. Daniel Andrews actually has gone and signed this road and belt deal. Check it out, road and belt, where China's virtually taken over all the countries around the world. Because that's why they started this bullshit in China. You know how we saw how people were dropping dead? Right at the start? How come no one's dropping dead since? They put that initial fear, look at this, pandemic. Someone had a bat soup and it spread. And then we had Tom Hanks bringing it to Australia, you know, tested positive, and Prince Charles and Boris, all these famous people early on, but we won't hear that anymore because that was just the initial scare, get everyone, oh, if Prince Charles can get it, I can get it, you know. But like I said, no one's dying from it, only the 95-year-olds and 100-year-olds who die from a normal old age, whatever.